Hello everyone, good morning and welcome to our group. My name is Elang and today I'm gonna show you about our presentation topic, sexual harassment. Sexual harassment is defined as unwelcome sexual advance, request for sexual favors, and the conduct is made as a term of condition of an individual such as employment, education, or living environment. Also, sexual harassment is defined by law and includes requests for sexual favors, sexual advance, or other sexual affecting academic or employment decision. The behavior is sufficiently severe to create an intimidating despite objection by the person to whom the conduct is directed. And now let's moving on to types of sexual harassment. Unwanted sexual statement. Sexual or dirty jokes, comment on the physical attributes, spreading rumors about or rating others as to sexual activity, talking about one's sexual activity in front of others, and displaying or distributing sexually explicit drawings, pictures, and forwarding material. Next, unwanted personal attention. Letters, telephone calls, visit, pressure for sexual favors, for unnecessary personal interaction, and pressure for dates when a sexual romantic intent appears evident, but remain unwanted. And the last one, unwanted physical or sexual advance. Touching, hugging, kissing, and fondling, touching oneself and sexually for others to view, sexual assault, intercourse, or other sexual activity. Thank you for your attention. Think the next topic will be presented by my friends Alliyu. Hi.
Our group will present one type of sexual harassment. It is catcalling. We choose this topic because we think catcalling is everyone concerns about. According to the Oxford Dictionary, catcalling is defined as a whistling, summons, and sexual comments from a man to the woman passing by him. This kind of sexual harassment usually does not hurt the victim physically, but it does mentally. Catcalling will develop into a street harassment, which is a form of sexual harassment carried out in public places. A common types of catcalling. Wink. A catcallers usually make an eye thing to their victim, and then there's a wave. A waving hand to strangers could be considered as a catcalling too. Whistle. I think whistle is the most often things that catcallers did, and it makes the victim feel insecure and scared. Giving sexual gestures. Giving a sexual gesture is the most disgusting behavior in catcalling because giving sexual gestures can make the victim feel very, very offended. Call. A catcallers often do this to their victim. And then there's asking him the name. Asking the victim name without a good manner that must be considered as a catcalling. Comment. Even if we got a compliment from strangers, it could be a catcalling if they compliment us just to make fun. Insulting strangers. This type of catcalling is the most dreadful and inappropriate one. We did not get anything for insulting others. It has to be stopped. We should not hurt each other's feelings for only our satisfactions.
Talking about catcalling, maybe for some people, catcalling it's just a joke. Catcalling it's just a common thing, and catcalling may not have any side effect to someone physical or someone mental health. But guys, you should know that there is a lot of side effect that catcalling give to the physical or to the mental health. So now, I'm Assyifa Faradita, would tell you and explain you more about the side effect of catcalling. First, catcalling could make someone feel shy and unconfident. Imagine if you are positioned as a victim of catcalling, what would you feel? What would you think? I guess, and I'm pretty sure that you would feel very shy and uncomfortable because that's happened in the public space, right? The second, catcalling could make someone feeling their security has reduced. Why do they feeling like that? What's make them feeling like that? For your information, victims of abuse prefer to not walk in the crowd. They feels like everybody gonna make as an object of catcalling. So whenever they try to walk through in the crowd, they feel like, oh, it's better for me to turn my body and I don't want to walk in that crowd. Is it the crowd of men, or for some reason is it the crowd of men? So don't try to do catcalling. It's very dangerous, guys. And the third, catcalling could make someone's mental health disorders rise. You know, guys, the victims of catcalling tend to be more frustration than the normal people because they're feeling like it's very heavy for them, so they become frustration, and their frustration can impact through their anxiety, stress, and even depression. So don't try to think that catcalling is just an easy thing. No, guys, that's not a joke. We already talked a lot about the side effect of catcalling. Now let's move to the next topic. The next topic is how to dealing with catcalling. I'm here gonna give you some tips. The first tips is don't forget to look the situation and the condition around you. If you are being as a victim of catcalling, you can say it in a firm voice. You can scold the catcallers and say it, for example, that's not polite, don't do that, I don't like it. After you say it in a firm voice, you look at the situation. Don't forget to look into the catcaller's eyes because it's very important. They would feel like you're not afraid of them, and they would feel like you are a brave girl, so in the next time they don't want to do the same thing to you. Okay, I'm gonna give you an explanation why we have to look at the situation and the conditions around. It's because if you are in a quiet place and the number of catcallers is many, I think it's gonna be dangerous for yourself because the catcallers might do some physical violence to you, and it's dangerous for yourself. So don't do that if you are in a quiet place and if you are alone. Let's talk about the last tips for me. Now I'm gonna give you the last tip. The last tips is report. You can report it to the police around you. Why I said you have to report it to the police? Because the police know how to investigate this case more. They know how to protect you. If you think investigation is such a far thing from this case, at least the police know how the best way to protect you, right? But if you don't brave to report it to the police around you, I guess, and I'm suggest you to report this case to your closest friends, because after someone feels like they are being here, they tend to be more calmer, and the depression or frustration in their mind is reduced. So you have to tell it to your closest friends for your better mental health. Before I close our presentation, I'm gonna take such a conclusion for our presentation that catcalling is not a common thing, it's unusual thing, and it's not just a joke. It can impact to someone's mental health. So for you guys out there, don't do that. Once again, it's dangerous for someone's mental health. So for you, better don't do that.